Aloha, me llamo Verónica Villalobos y yo soy de Guadalajara, Jalisco. Crecí en los Estados Unidos desde los 3 años. Aloha, my name is Veronica Villalobos and I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco. I grew up in the United States since the age of 3. This is Mariachi Song, my research project about the mariachi. I'd like to take a moment to thank our kumu, our teacher, for this amazing and impactful process of rediscovering a love for myself and the countries that created me. Mahalo for tuning in, and mahalo for my family for the support. Why I chose mariachi. I chose mariachi because I am originally from Mexico and I wanted to learn more and share what I discovered. I love that it has some incredible history and it is a blessing to connect with my culture in this way. I was also curious about how mariachi influence in America came to be, and I'm excited to learn more about modern female mariachi members as well. Listening, studying, and playing mariachi music influences the culture in America by increasing and strengthening student identification with Mexican cultural heritage locally and internationally. Traditional characteristics. Mariachi music began in the farming and ranching communities in western Mexico in the 18th century. Mariachis are an upbeat band that performs for celebrations, weddings, graduations, coming-of-age parties, birthdays, funerals, and many other cultural celebrations at venues. Mostly male ensemble members wear charros, Mexican cowboy suits. They are extravagant and adorned suits accentuated with colorful silk scarves and large sombreros. Traditionally, men wear pants while women are expected to wear skirts or dresses. Mariachi Vargas de Tacatlan is the longest running ensemble. It was founded in the 19th century and it is still running today, 125 years later. Some of the oldest documented ranchera songs originated in Veracruz and Jalisco, Mexico. The expansion of the genre has increased due to recordings, films, television, and radio in the 20th century, which we will talk about more later. The promotion of Mexican popular culture is an important aspect of nationalism, but it became most influential during the early revolutionary governments. Music nationalism led by Manuel Ponce, along with folkloric ballets showcasing all the traditions of music, dance, and costumes from all regions of Mexico, combined with the studies of anthropology and folklore, thrived from the 1920s to the 1950s. This contributed to the national and prideful Mexicano identity and was rooted in the long withstanding cultural and political traditions contributing to mariachi.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando. Un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra el cielito lindo, los corazones.
Our matriarch, Mrs. Socorro Villalobos, my grandmother, unfortunately passed away this last November 2021. But here I am sharing and honoring her with Cielito Lindo, a song that we used to enjoy together and that I remember listening to with her and my mother since very young. The gentleman that goes by Chad B on Instagram is showcasing a gorgeous modern charro that I wanted to share. After the advent of digital and radio in the 1930s and 1940s, the genre reached a larger audience than through the recordings and live performances. The radio show La Voz de América Latina desde Mexico, the voice of Latin America from Mexico, was famous for this. Mariachi Tapatio from Guadalajara became a leading group, performing in radio and many films. By the 1950s, the mariachi sound established itself by what you hear today. Pedro Infante, a most notable ranchera music artist, a singer and actor, became well known in Mexican cinema, and his popularity spread across Latin America and the United States. Jorge Negrete was another incredible artist, arguably the most famous Mexican movie icon of all time. Starting in 1932, he recorded several operas in the United States and went on to record 37 other films. Today, often referred to as La Novia de América, America's girlfriend, Lucero is a Mexican singer and actress who has sold more than 30 million records worldwide. Wow, and what a magnificent outfit. Mariachi bands have the instruments listed below. Early mariachi bands played only guitars and indigenous instruments. Strings and trumpets were added after Spanish colonization. Many bands keep the son or mariachi base, but also add new musical ideas, styles, or instruments. Bands can be as small as 3 to 5 people and as big as an orchestra, depending on the venue. Some of the main styles of music that make up what we recognize as modern mariachi, or another way to call it is musical forms of the genre, are sones, canciones rancheras, corridos, boleros, influence from Cuba, huapangos, jarabes, polkas, and waltzes. Here's a little clip to give you an idea of what the lyrics say in this particular song, Si Nos Dejan. If they let us, we will love each other all of our lives. If they let us, we will go to live in a new world. I believe that we can see the beautiful sunrise of a brand new day. I believe that you and I, we can be happy still presently. If they let us, we'll find a corner close to the sky. If they let us, we will make with the clouds something special. Quote from Daniel Sheehy in Mariachi in America. Many people say that mariachi music is contagious, that once you start to play, it is tough to stop. That's how it was with me. There was something about the sound that appealed to me, especially sitting in a restaurant like Carnitas Uruapan in Tijuana with an 8-piece mariachi circled around our table. It was total surround sound, live. Being a trumpet player, I remember being deeply impressed by the energy, the volume, and the rhythmic punch of the 2 trumpets. The 3 violins emanated a wall of 3-part harmony that I could feel as much as hear. The strumming of the vihuela and the 6-string guitar was tightly synchronized, crisp, and direct. And the guitarrón, The guitarrón, what an amazing instrument. Its sheer quality of low-end sound filled the room. Add to this a no-holds-barred, expressive singing style, and the result is an unmitigated, direct emotional expression that cannot be ignored. Sitting in the middle of all that, I was transformed. And if the mariachi were to play a fast-driving song, someone in the restaurant was sure to let out a grito, a yell, no more than 2 seconds into the piece, adding to the excitement. After mariachi became the symbol of a regional Mexican culture, there were several key developmental moments that cemented the Mexican mestizo prototype in mariachi culture into Mexico and its infusion over to America. The migrations that occurred and increased during the Mexican Revolution, which was around 1910 to 1917, not only added to the growing mass of populations shifting from rural to urban in Mexico City throughout the 20th century, but also making Mexico City one of the largest populations in the world and inciting a central 24-hour hub of the mariachi world at Plaza Garibaldi. Mexican film and radio began flourishing in the 1930s. By 1936, Allá en el Rancho Grande, a musical melodrama, an original portrayal of Mexican ranch life, it became part of an influence in Mexican cinema. Thereafter came Época de Oro, the golden age of the 1930s and through the 1950s. Movie after movie had this música ranchera, which is country music. Canción ranchera is popular to this day, and its subject matter, described perfectly by the author here, quote, decrying the pain of unfaithful love, disappointments in life, and simple country philosophy, end quote. The sound texture and instrumentalization has continued to evolve since then in mariachi. The following slides and videos are some examples of how mariachi music and culture has played a role in modern times, complementing and enriching American culture.
No sigas, yo sé lo que me dices, no falta que me expliques, es que duele si te vas. No sigas, con todo estoy de acuerdo, si lloro no es por eso, es que duele la verdad. Nuestro amor, peligrosa melodía que con dulce alevosía hechiza. Parece ser un atardecer, si este es el final no lo quiero ver.
¡Y que viva México, sí señor!
¡Viva México!
¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Consuelo bendito de
¡Viva México!
¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré yo.
Traditionally, mariachi bands oftentimes did not just have one lead singer. Rather, the band members would take turns singing. This did not work out well for Nacho in Nacho Libre, the blockbuster hit of 2006, when he tried to fake it to get into a private party by posing as a mariachi band member.
Okay, my friend, this one you. This one yours. Bien. I am singing at the party. I am singing, it's my turn to sing at the party. Everyone is dancing, happy party. But Ramses is not dancing, he does not dance at the parties. Ramses number one, he knows the secrets of desire.